Back now to our coverage of Israel at war as David Sussman joins us. You might remember David was on the other day with us, living, I believe, just south of Jerusalem, if I remember correctly. And it's good to see you again, David. You made a very, very passionate case when you were on about what you were going through, what your country was experiencing. Since then, you've, I'm sure, been observing up close what we've been all looking in from afar. What are you seeing today? What are you feeling today?
Yeah, thank you again for having me on here. It's getting more and more intense. It seems like every minute that goes by, it's more and more intense. The fighting is raging down south. Rockets came in from the north, and it just seems like there's more fronts that are opening up. And the sense of urgency the tension in the air is so palpable. And just to relay that over to people abroad, because we need the support, we need the global community, we need the support here, is just so difficult. I can't stress enough to your viewers and to you and to everyone that there is a massive imminent ground forces that are going to be entering into the Gaza Strip. And you can see I'm in a distribution center right now that we have volunteered, that we've set up here, the citizens. If we were here 20 minutes ago, you would have seen dozens of teenagers whose fathers and older brothers are serving right now, and they're here volunteering, unpacking boxes that have come in, repacking them that are going out to specific units, all types of essential supplies, as well as tactical gear as well.
We had a doctor on a few minutes ago. His name is Shlomo Gensler. He was volunteering down in the southern part of the country, and he made a point, which I think was a good point. He says, because he was describing in graphic detail what he had seen happen to people, especially children, over the last number of days. And he thought it was important to tell that story. And I said, I agree with you. It is important to tell that story. The other side of that, of course, is that you are, real people living with real families going through this. There's a lot of trauma. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, you have children yourself. I mean, how are people holding up seeing all of this? You pick up your phone, there's videos of things you've never seen before. Are you trying to shield your children? How are you handling it as a family?
Oh, 100%. Your children should not be seeing this. The brutality that Hamas has committed is absolutely disgusting. Myself, as a 46-year-old, I don't want to be seeing this. There's no way I'm allowing my 9-year-olds to see it. They know that we are under attack. We know that we're at war. They know that there's been 1,200 casualties already. But beyond that, we're trying to protect them as much as possible. My wife and I, as well as our friends and in their households, we're trying to minimize our discussion about what's going on in front of them. We're distracting them with games. We have teenagers in the neighborhood and parents who are volunteering, creating activities for them to do in order to keep them away from what's happening behind me, which is the distribution center, where unfortunately we really have to face the horrors that are happening in order to bring relief to those that need it.
Right, and so you're coming together.
And you mentioned I have 2 children.
Right, so you have to deal with both sides of it. But you guys are, as a nation, are just coming together in the most remarkable ways. I know we have a guest, I believe, next hour from the United States who is an Israeli citizen who's being called up, or volunteering, I should say, to go and join the fight with the IDF. I mean, there's that type of thing happening, and then there's this type, what you guys are doing. So everybody, it seems to me, is trying to do their part. That's what you're literally doing right now, what we're looking at, right?
That is correct. That is correct. We started this at the I would say maybe 10 hours after the beginning of the war. It was the Sabbath. We really only understood the gravity of the situation. And as soon as we understood that we were going to need to bring supplies in, we opened up this chain of supplies that's coming through an organization called Just One Chesed, CHESED, Just One Chesed. Chesed in Hebrew means act of kindness. So it's just one act of kindness that people can do in order to change the situation on the ground. It doesn't just take one person. It takes a global effort. And that's what we're really trying to stress on the people.
And people can send in, or, find that online if they want, or help out.
Absolutely. Yeah. JustOneChesed.org, and they can make their contributions. And, it's not just us. It's you. It's America. It's the world. Hamas is they are exactly the same as ISIS. I mean, this is an evil that needs to be eradicated, and we need to pull together and make sure that we are able to eliminate them. As long as it will take, it needs to be done once and for all, and they need to be eliminated.
David, thank you. Hopefully some people see that and can help you with the work you're doing, and we'll continue to check in with you if
Connell,
that's
I
okay.
really appreciate it. Just if I could say one last thing,
Sure.
the soldiers on the front line, they're the ones that are fighting the battles. What we can do here is to stress that sense of urgency that we need people to give to these charities, our charity, another charity. It's all 501c. Everybody's a volunteer. 100% of the donation, Just One Chesed, goes to the cause. There's no administrative cost. Everybody's a volunteer. And it's us that needs to get those supplies to the front lines now.
David, thank you. David Sussman there, just outside of Jerusalem.